In this lecture, we are going to discuss Z transform. Firstly, we are going to define Z transform. Now, Z transform can be defined as for any discrete time sequence that is given by xn, the xz or the Z transform is given to us as sigma n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity xn into z to the power minus n. Now here this z is a complex variable which in polar form is represented as r e to the power j omega, where this r is nothing but the radius of a circle. Now this xz given to us over here is from minus infinity to plus infinity, but if my sequence lies from n greater than equal to 0 to infinity, then it is known as one-sided Z transform, and it is represented as xz is equal to sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity xn into z to the power minus n. Now we can derive, or we know that we have other transform also available with us, that is discrete time Fourier transform, which does the same role as Z transform does. So these both are how both of them are similar, we can see this if we put z is equal to r e to the power j omega in my equation number 1. Now if I put z is equal to r e to the power j omega in equation number 1, it will result in x r e to the power j omega is equal to n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity xn into r e to the power j omega to the power minus n. Now if I take this minus n inside, then it will result in r to the power minus n into e to the power j omega minus n, and if I take xn and r to the power minus n together, then my summation becomes n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity xn r to the power minus n into e to the power minus j omega n. Now this representation is actually of the discrete time Fourier transform, or we can say that this is basically the Fourier transform of xn into r to the power minus n. Now since we can obtain this discrete time Fourier transform over here, similarly we can obtain its inverse as well. So to obtain the inverse of this signal xn r to the power minus n, it can be obtained by 1 upon 2 pi minus pi to pi x r e to the power j omega into e to the power j omega n, and this integration is with respect to omega. That's why d omega is over here. Now if we see that in this equation we have this r to the power minus n over here, so if I multiply both the sides with r to the power n, we can obtain xn is equal to 1 upon 2 pi. Now this r to the power n on the right hand side goes inside with e to the power j omega n, so it will be r e to the power j omega, and I can take this n common outside, and I already have this dtft x r e to the power j omega, and we can integrate it with respect to omega. Now since we have substituted z is equal to r e to the power j omega, and I want to calculate this in terms of Z transform, so the inverse for the inverse, I can put z is equal to r e to the power j omega. I can differentiate both the sides. Dz is equal to rj e to the power j omega into d omega. Now this d omega can be expressed as dz upon rj e to the power j omega. Now where this r into e to the power j omega is nothing but z, so I can say that this is equal to dz upon jz. Now if I put this in equation number 6 over here, then my result of the inverse xn will be equal to 1 upon 2 pi j integration xz z to the power n minus 1 into dz. Now I have put a contour integration over here which reflects that this integration will be for a circle where the radius of this circle is nothing but mod z, and this is calculated counterclockwise direction. So in this way we can see that our z transform is in somewhat way related to your DTFT, and we also know the definition of z transform. Thank you.